You won't settle for less or put up with just any circumstances. You know you deserve the best, and they can't stand you for it. When you feel that you're worthy of more and deserving of more, you're going to have an attitude. That attitude is going to come off as arrogant. Other people are not going to like it, but that's okay. They don't have to like it. But the one thing they will do is respect it. Because when you know that you deserve more and you know you're worthy of more, you exude that. It comes off of you. It pours out of your presence. The fibers of your every being are emanating to everyone around you that this person knows the secret. This person has changed their mind on the way they view life. This person has changed their outlook on life. This person views things from a certain perspective. And what is that perspective? That perspective is, I deserve the best. That perspective is, I'm not just going to settle for anything. I'm not just going to take anything. When you feel that way in one area of your life, you'll end up taking that position in all areas of your life. And when you don't take just anything, there are going to be certain situations where people may look at you kind of funny. Who are you to think you're deserving of certain treatment? You think you're better than us? Why should we treat you with respect or dignity? Sometimes what you're given, sometimes what you're given is not what you're reciprocating. Sometimes what you're given is not what you're giving out. You might be giving out respect. Other people might be giving out some type of jealous, envious, petty behavior. You know you're not worthy of that or deserving of that, so you choose not to interact with that. You choose to leave that alone wherever it wants to be, because you don't want to experience that. As soon as you do, you say, you know what, I've had enough. That's enough for me. I've had my fair share. I'm going to where it's positive at, because I don't deserve this. So once you know what you deserve, you start to do what? Set up boundaries for yourself. Start to be determined and set out to live your life a certain way. Start to do things to where off the bat people will know that, okay, this is a person of value. I'm going to show this person some respect. Because when people see you value yourself a certain way, and they see you hold yourself to a certain standard, and you hold yourself to a certain respect, other people will look at you in a similar way. Even if it's not totally the same way you view you, they won't just treat you like the average Joe, I'll tell you that. People will want to do things for you. People will go out of their way to help you. And it's all because you're attracting these situations and instances in your life. So with that being said, somebody's messing with my technology right now because they obviously don't want me to flow with this video. But that's okay. We're still going to flow regardless. So, oddly enough, that just happened. And everything is still on, ironically. Not sure why that did that. But regardless of why things are happening the way they are. And that's weird. Like, one thing just shut off at one time, and then the other thing just shut off at the other time, but we don't care about that. Because we won't settle for less. Alright? Settling for less means that you're going to take what's given to you. If you're going to settle for less, you're just going to take what's given to you. You're going to accept defeat. You're going to get mad. You're going to get an attitude. You're going to take a victim mindset. You're going to have a pity party. Woe is me. Nothing is working out for me. Weird things are happening. Weird things may happen. Things may not work out for you, but it shall pass. You'll get through it. You'll get over it. And that's the beauty of life. Things happen not for you to get under them. Yeah, think about that. Things don't happen for it to take you down. Things don't happen for you to get under them. Things happen for you to get over them. Something happens, you don't get under it. You don't just put it above you and leave it floating above you like a dark cloud. Turn your face to the light and not to the darkness. All right, remove those dark clouds from over your head by overcoming the situation and by choosing to get over it. You want to be able to get over life's negative situations, not get under them. All right, and you won't settle for less. You won't take a negative attitude from anyone and settle for the opportunity given. Somebody's rude to you, somebody's mean to you, somebody's disrespectful. You're not staying in that situation. You know there are people out there and situations out there that suit you. You know that you don't have to settle for less. You don't have to take the crumbs. Situation that's not good is for bums. Bums get crumbs. You don't want to stay in a situation that's for a bum, because that's not who you are. You're not a bum. You don't deserve crumbs. Bums get crumbs. You don't deserve crumbs. You deserve 5-course meal. 5-star 5-course meal. With the garnishing. A little sauce drizzled on top. A little bay leaf maybe. You deserve the best. It's time for you to honestly, truly feel that way. Because what you experience is only what you see as real for you. And what you see as real for you is what you believe for yourself. So what do you believe for yourself? Do you believe you can have more? Do you believe that you should be the one in the 5-star restaurant with a napkin in your lap, with the 3-piece suit on, with a circle full of entrepreneurs, enjoying the afternoon out, winning in life, enjoying a good meal? up early in the morning trading stocks all day, or up early in the morning hitting the gym working out, or up early in the morning learning some new hairstyles for your hair business. I see you turning up on them hairstyles too. You doing your thing. You know, I see you. Yes, I do. All right. Whatever it is you do, you don't want to settle for less. You know you deserve more. People become successful every day. People go after their dreams every day. Don't just work. Don't just settle for less. Don't just work, go home, and go to sleep. Do what you know you want to do. Do what you know you're good at. And know that it can happen for you. Know that when you wake up, I'm working on my dream today because I'm going to become successful. That's got to be the attitude that you take. You take that attitude, you can create whatever you want. People are creating whatever they want all the time. Once you start to say that you're going to make your dream become a reality, you're going to start to see other people and become aware of other people who have made their dream become a reality. And it's going to motivate you to want to do more things for yourself. It's going to motivate you to want to become more successful. Not to just stay where you're at. Not to just stay on the same level for the rest of your life. You don't want to stay in the same place year after year after year. You want to show growth, not for other people, but for you. The person you see when you look in the mirror, you want to see some growth. You gotta want to change. You have to want to do something different to get different results. And you can. But when you know that you deserve more, and you know that you're worthy of better, you're not going to see the same things that other people see for themselves. And that could leave people feeling frustrated and confused. You live in the same area as another person. How come you don't feel the same pressure they do? People put themselves under certain types of pressure unnecessarily. And when you know not to do that and are aware that you don't have to do that, you free yourself and free your mind from that level of stress. Even though the things that you know you're worthy and deserving of might not be present, physically present in front of you, the fact that you know you're deserving of them means that one day you'll have them. Because if you know that you're worthy and deserving of something, that means you already have it in your mind. And if you already have it in your mind, sooner or later, you're going to have it in real time. So it's up to you. It's up to each one of us as individuals to decide what we want for ourselves and for our life, and what we want to be and what we want to do. And settling for less is definitely not that. You don't want to make that a part of what you choose for yourself. Settling for less means you're doing what the world expects you to do and not what you expect you to do. What do you expect of yourself? Besides just getting up every day and taking care of your worldly responsibilities. Of course you have to do that. But what would allow you to live life more, greater, have better experiences, be able to do what you want, be able to be what you want and have what you want, because that's what life's about. It's not about doing things that you don't want to do to get to where you want to get for your whole life. You're not supposed to do what you don't want to do for your whole life. that's living a miserable life. You have to take risks so you won't live a miserable life. Sometimes taking a risk may cause failure. That might make you miserable. But you may bounce back from that failure through life experience and grow from that and take that experience and what you've learned, because now you know how to not do something to get the wrong result. You could take that, remix it, do something new, go back to the drawing board and work towards getting a better result. That's what most people do. Because, I mean, if you want it bad enough, that's all you can do, because you're not going to want to give up. So if it doesn't work out, you're going to keep trying until you find something that you can do, or find something you can use, or find something that will work out for you the way you want. Find the right opportunity, find the right place, find the right resources, find the right person. Even when it comes to things you need, don't settle for less. If something is just there, don't just take it. You know you deserve better. Ask them to go look for it. Ask them to go, go to a different store, order it online. Once you know you deserve the best, you can't go back to living the way you used to, because it's basically going to conflict with how you feel about yourself. And slowly but surely, you're going to start to have to make a choice. You're going to have to make a decision, because you can't try to think new and be different and still be someone and live like someone in the past. You can't try to be rich and think rich and live rich and act like you're still someone who's in poverty. Not saying you have to be frivolous and try to look like a billionaire, but there's a certain way you have to live in order to stay on a frequency, in order to manifest more and get more of what you want, and in order to stay who you want to be, because you don't want to backslide in your thinking. You don't want to settle for less. So regardless of the circumstance, you know it's only temporary. You're not going to make anything concrete for you anymore, because you know anything could change at any moment. Especially if sometimes when things were going good, if they went bad, why not think if sometimes things aren't as good as they could be or should be, that's not subject to change too. People look at a bad situation they're going through and see it unfolding into something worse, rather than being optimistic and transforming their thought process into looking at it in a way to where they can go up. Well, you know what? I've already experienced being down. Why not go up? But it's a choice. Person has to decide. You have to decide to be positive. You have to decide to want to think something different. Most people today confide in being negative with other negative people. Oh man, we ain't nothing. Oh, I know. We ain't getting nowhere. Oh, I know. We ain't got nothing going on. Oh, I know. We ain't ish. Oh, I know. You don't want to agree with things like that. You don't want to have conversations like that. You don't want to talk to people like that. Those people need help. They need help. People like that have given up, and they're down. You know, people like that feel downtrodden, and they need some help. They need a different perspective. They need a different view. They need somebody to talk to them and open up their mind for a different reality. But some people aren't open. Some people are closed-minded. Some people don't want to take your advice. And that's why some people's lives don't change. Someone will come, tell them some good news, and they don't want to be a hearer of it. They don't want to be a hearer of a good word. And, you know, when you choose negative over positive, your life will end up reflecting that. When you choose to do wrong over what's right, your life will end up reflecting that. You choose to do what's right, things will get better, things will turn around, things will be different because you're doing something different. So anybody that can't stand you for that, that's a personal issue. Anybody that feels so little of themselves to where they can't see better for who they are and their situation, those are people you don't tell your dreams to. Those are people you don't reveal your aspirations to, your goals to. Those are people you don't tell too much. Because if a person can't see something for themselves, they're going to talk you out of what you can see for yourself. People talk people out of their dreams all the time. People talk people out of becoming successful all the time. And you can't let that happen to you. Sometimes people are negative. The world is mostly negative. There are a lot of positive people, but that's why you gotta have a certain type of mindset. You have to develop your mind, because negative thoughts can take over so much that other people will even try to program you with their own thinking. You gotta fight off their own thoughts, and then you gotta fight off the mind of the world. You gotta fight your mind, and you gotta fight the world mind. You gotta make sure that you're not letting the world control you. You're not letting other people, negative friends, family members control you. Negative anything control you. Sometimes people don't see things clear like you do. They don't have the same type of mindset, same type of creative ability, same type of skill set. They don't know how you're going to do what you're going to do, but you feel you can do it. You know you can do it. You're not going to settle for less. They think you should play it safe. You know, shouldn't have gave up that job. That was a real good job. You're crazy for that. You want to go stand up on somebody's stage and tell jokes. You want to go audition for some modeling agency. You want to go sell clothes out the trunk of a car. Think you're going to become successful with that. Should have went to school and got a degree. You want to sell plates. You think your cakes are going to get you there. You think those cookies are going to get you there. Pastry seller. Pastry pusher. Ended up turning into a $1.5 billion business. $1 million business. $1 trillion business. We're seeing success in real time more than ever. People's success is being documented now more than ever. People are following people, seeing where they start, seeing where their progress picks up at, watching them make it right before their eyes. It takes time to make things happen and make things work. And the thing is, when you know you deserve more, other people are going to try to play you because you think you really deserve it. You think you're really worthy of it. Who are you? You must think you're better than us. We don't think we are deserving of so much. Who do you think you are to think you're deserving of so much? That's how society's going to come at you. You have to be willing to take that criticism and still fight for success, still fight for your mindset that you know you're worthy and deserving of. It's a mindset. It's a way of being. It's a way of thinking. You're going to get attacked. People are going to try to change your point of view. They're going to try to make you think like they do. They're going to try to make you settle for less and accept mediocrity. Accept being average. Accept not doing your best. And people, and I know you all know what I'm talking about. There's certain situations where people will intimidate you to not do your best. Certain situations, people feel intimidated to not do their best because they know somebody's going to hate them for it. You go to be your best, now you got some enemies. You go to be great, now you got hate. You still got to do your best and be great regardless of if people are not going to like you. Because you can't dim your light. You can't tone it down. You can't miss out on an opportunity. You're going to shine one way or another. Even if you're toning it down, it's still going to, it's still, your light is still going to shine through the cracks. You can try to hide this light all you want. It's going to shine through the cracks, baby. They're going to see that. They're going to see your light. You're going to try to hide it. It's going to show through. Through a joke, a smile, your eyes, the way you dress, the way you walk. Some way, somehow, they're going to see that glow. So you might as well OD. You might as well overdo it. You know, not overdo it in the sense of, you know, do too much. That's not what we do. But nobody's going to stop being themselves for the likes of anybody else. They're not going to stop being evil or wicked because you don't like that. So why stop achieving or doing your best because it makes them feel uncomfortable and intimidated? If somebody's uncomfortable with you choosing to do your best, that's just how they're going to have to feel. Because you're not going to settle for less because that's what somebody wants you to do. It makes me feel more comfortable for you to be average. Will you do that, please? Imagine if somebody walked up to Muhammad Ali in his prime and was like, will you be average for me? Larry Bird shooting them threes. Will you be average, Larry, for us? The rest of the players, you're trying to go to the NBA. We're just trying to play some college ball, Larry. Larry Bird like, what the, man, you gotta be kidding me. Y'all crazy. Baby Ruth hitting them out the park. Yeah, okay, I'll stop hitting them out the park for y'all. Let me drop my batting average for y'all. James Brown, let me stop making hits for y'all. You know, any successful person in history was not going to stop going hard because other people were intimidated and threatened by the fact that they knew that they could shine in a certain area in their life through the performance of a skill repeated and practiced and developed over time. All the people that I've mentioned, the reason why I mentioned them is because they took their time and developed that skill. They took their time and thoroughly developed their skill. And I challenge you to do the same. Don't settle for less. Use your time wisely. Don't be distracted. Don't do things that aren't going to lead you in the direction where you want to go. Don't just settle for less because it makes others comfortable. Sometimes people like you, but it's only for the wrong reasons. Sometimes people only like you because you make them feel good about themselves. Because you don't intimidate nobody. If you don't have people that don't like you, you're not doing anything right. You don't have any haters, you're not doing anything right. Some people relish in the fact that they're not intimidating anybody. Why? Because they're okay with being average. They're okay with settling for less. They don't mind not doing all the work. But the people who do the things others won't do will have the things tomorrow others won't have. If you're willing to do today the things others won't do, tomorrow you'll have the things others won't have. Find something to do today that you know nobody is doing. I know nobody is doing this. Go where you find no path and leave a trail. That's what Les Brown said. He said, go where you find no trail and leave a path. He said, go where you find no path and leave a trail. Excuse me. All right. So settling for less is choosing what you know is beneath you to please others, or out of just being mediocre or being average, not wanting to put in the work. You know you're worthy of more, put in that work. You know you're deserving of more, put in that work. Make time for it. We don't make time. We don't make excuses, we make time. Don't make excuses, make time. Everybody's making excuses. That's why everybody's average. Everybody's making excuses. That's why everybody's mediocre. The people who don't make excuses won't be mediocre. Those are the people who are going to have gotten something done. Those are going to be the people who have worked on themselves and made a change. And that's why they're going to have what it is they've made the change for. You're not going to get what you want unless you make a change for it. You're not going to become who you want to be unless you do something that you need to do. And settling for less has nothing to do with that. It makes people happy. It makes people like you. People will want to be your friend. People will like you when you use your time in a way that makes them not feel intimidated. Some people are slowly crashing out. They're not full blown crashing out. Some people are crashing out at a turtle pace. They're slowly crashing out. And they're just day by day not doing too much with the time that they're given on this earth, not following any dream, not going after reaching any goals or doing anything of importance on a grand scale. And even if they are, they don't let them stop you from doing it. That's the worst. Somebody successful already that sees you and still don't want you to become successful. Those people should be ashamed of themselves. That is extremely pitiful in my sight. To already have made it and to know what that's like and to still not want to see somebody get there. People that person should be ashamed of themselves. You already got it and don't want to see the next person get it. How shameful of you. Everybody's got some things to be ashamed of, but damn. Wanting to stop the progress of another? You wild for that. But don't stand for it. Somebody's not going to be able to stand somebody. So people are either not going to stand you because you're not going to dim your light or settle for less or not be who you are to please them. So you're going to be this great individual that stands up for themselves, sticks up for themselves, speak up for themselves. Don't let people talk to them any kind of way. Don't let people get all up in their business and everything. People are not going to like you. You're going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is going to be awkward sometimes. This is going to be weird. People are going to want to know certain things. They're going to ask you certain questions. You're not going to have nothing to tell them because it ain't going to be none of their damn business. That may make you feel uncomfortable. You may have just be breaking the shell of being a people pleaser. You may have been pleasing people all your life. You may have put that to the side because you don't want to settle for less. You realized, you know what? if I want to be a boss, I'm going to have a certain type of attitude. I'm going to have to level. If I want to level up physically, I'm going to have to level up mentally. Otherwise, you'll just be a person with stuff that gets pushed over and somebody take your stuff. Don't let nobody take your stuff. All right? You earned it. It's yours. It's yours. But in all seriousness, if you don't develop yourself mentally, you'll be mentally soft and you'll be trying to amass toughness outwardly. You have to be inwardly, mentally tough as well as physically tough. Mental toughness and physical toughness go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. It's like walking around with a sock on but no shoe. You walk around with no shoe on, that foot will get tough. But I would equate that to what we're telling you to do in this video, not settling for less. Strengthening your mind. If you go through the process and endure the criticism and all that it takes, believing in yourself and forming your perception of you can have it and not settling for less, your faith and your mind will become as strong as them tribes people out in the wilderness walking around with no shoes on. That is a tough exterior. It's almost leather. That foot could walk on glass. How you think some of them people in some of them countries can walk on them hot coals? They ain't worn shoes since for never. They ain't worn shoes since for never. All right, but when's the last time you wore some shoes? Never wear it. Had the same sole on their whole life. All right, that bottom of that foot is tough. You want your mind to be tough as the bottom of some of these feet out here that have been walking around since forever with no shoes on. That's a tough mind. You can't tell me your mind. You can't tell me that if you could do that with your mind, you can't tell me there'd be another mind tougher than that. Now that's tough. Okay, that is extremely tough. You can walk on glass with that. Okay, you're bleeding. I don't know. I'm tough. I can't feel that. So I wouldn't know. Maybe some cuts, some scrapes, some bruises, but guess what? You can still get to where you want to go. And you'll get there not settling for less. They may want you to accept what they feel is good for you because that's what makes them comfortable. Oh, okay, he's just got a little bit. Oh, okay, he's just got this. And people want to get all up in your business too. They're not satisfied until they know how much you got. Gaslighting you about it, talking to you about it, letting you know they all up in your business. Like you care, like it's important. It doesn't matter what somebody knows. How's that? That's not going to stop anything. What somebody knows does not determine how far you goes. You're not following their nose. This ain't Fruit Loops. You're not following their nose wherever it goes. They always got their nose up somebody's you know what anyway. Always in somebody's business. Gotta know how much you make, where you go, where you at, where you do, what you do, how you do, what you do. It must be Stevie Wonder or something, because they're always wondering what the hell you doing. Oh man, always wondering what's in your wallet. So don't settle for less, okay? Settling for less is settling for stress. Settling for less is settling for pests. Having to be pestered all the time. You deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve new. You deserve fresher. You deserve more amazing. You deserve elegant. You deserve real, authentic, thorough. What's the word I'm looking for? You deserve quality. Okay? That's all I'm saying, everybody. We deserve quality. We're not settling for less. Don't sell me something that's going to fall apart in a month when I could buy something for, yes, it may be more, but it'll last me for more as well. Don't let numbers get in the way. Oh, that's expensive. It may be, but you deserve it. If somebody else is walking this earth and they can pay for it and buy it with the same money that you have, just because it's not the same amount, don't let that fool you or trick you. Are you my very son, Esau? Jacob knew he deserved that blessing. He said, yes, I am. He knew what he deserved. Even if you got to play dirty, he knew what he wanted. Nothing stops a person from knowing what they wanted. You could even do a little wrong when you know what you want and you're deserving of. I didn't say a lot of wrong. I didn't say go out and kill nobody or harm your community. But what I did say is there are some loopholes of doing some things that may not all the way be right. And God will create a way for you to get out of sight. You already knew what we were going to do before we got here anyway. So now that's no excuse to go out and do what's wrong. Still do good things, good deeds. Still not go out and be a wicked person to yourself or others. But settling for less is definitely not it. All right, no, nobody's doing that. Who's settling for less anymore? It's becoming the norm to choose success. Success is becoming the norm now. Don't get left behind. Success is becoming the norm now. Settling for less is becoming a storm now because it has come to pass. Settling for less has come to pass. All this nice new technology they got out here, don't be left behind. Not saying you need things and materials to be happy, but you want to be able to enjoy life. You want to be able to have new experiences. You want to be able to do different things. You want to be able to have the best of the best. If there are things you do, you need resources and they're coming out with new stuff, you don't want to be outdated. You want the best equipment. You want the best technology. You want to go out and eat at the best restaurant. They got new places, new food. It tastes better. That's you. Who cares if the plate is $1,000? Are you my very son Esau? Are you worthy and deserving of being able to go out and eat $1,000 plates? It's just paper dollars. If you stop, $1,000 for a plate. Stop looking at it like that and look at money as something that's infinite. Look at money as something that like grains of sand. Look at $100 bills as grains of sand. They're everywhere. It's infinite. Depending on your view, that's how you're going to be able to move. How you view life is how you move life. What you see is what you get. You see yourself being able to enjoy whatever it is you want. That's what you're going to have. You see yourself settling for less because things are too good for you, so you're just going to take whatever you're given because you think that's all you can get. That's all you're going to get. When people know that they can have more, they end up getting more. When people know that they're worthy of more, it comes to them. Doors open up for you. Opportunities will come to you, will meet you where you're at. They'll come find you. They will come find you. So somebody that, anybody that settles for less, you pretty much are you're not living. You have given up. You're choosing to not live your life. You're choosing to not have a greater experience, and that's okay. For those that want to do that, don't try to change them. Don't try to force anything on them. Don't try to Talk to them, tell them what you know, teach them, show them anything, give them any books, share them any videos. Don't share them this video. They're on their own. People won't let you bring them up. Don't let you bring them down. If people won't let you bring them up, don't let them bring you down. I don't know if you heard that, but you need to hear that this week. All right. So regardless of your situation or circumstances, you're overcoming that. Not settling for less allows you to change your life. Not settling for less allows you to realize that there's more out there. There's more for you out there. There's greater out there for you. You can move up from lesser to greater. What you want is actually out there. That's what not settling for less is about. It's about being patient. It's about knowing. It's about having the right faith, the right mindset, the right perception that I can get what I want. That's why I'm not settling for less. I can get what I want. There's infinite out there. What I want is out there, and it's out there for me. I'm not just taking anything. I'm not just taking whatever presents itself. Whatever I want, that's what I'm getting. You have to have the mindset and the thought process that you always get what you want. You will always get what you want. That's how you have to view life. That's how you have to view your reality. That's how you have to see life. That's how you have to see reality. That's how you have to see things happening for you. You have to have a mind that can condition itself to think, believe, know, and trust that it always gets what it wants. That's what the Bible was trying to tell you in so many ways. When 2 or 3 are in agreement, the two or three is you. Your mind, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity. You. Your spirit has to agree. Your thinking nature has to agree. Your feeling nature has to agree. You have to agree. Your thinking nature has to agree, and your feeling nature has to agree. What does it say? You cannot get. You can only get through the Father, but through the Son. You can think something all you want, but if you're not feeling like the one who could have it, then you're not going to get it. You have to feel that you're deserving as well as know. You have to feel that you're the one who is deserving. And you have to be honest with yourself. Confess. Who am I listening to? Do I really believe I'm worthy of this? Do I really believe I can have this? This is the first step to not settling for less. Checking in with yourself to see if you really think that you're worthy or deserving of what you want. Gut level. Really analyzing this and looking at this. Because that's going to help you see it for yourself. Because if you can't, if you don't see it for yourself, you can. If you don't think you can become successful, you can. Settling for less will keep you in the same situation. It'll keep you in the same environment. It'll keep you around the same negative, toxic people. There are some people in certain situations that can't get out of it because they don't see anything different. They don't think there's anything different. They don't feel they're worthy or deserving of anything different. They've been in this situation their whole life. They know this is all they know, and this is just what it is for them. Because why? That's what they think. If they were exposed to something new, they'd have a different outlook, a different perspective. It takes a visionary to see a way out of a situation that there are people in already that can't. That's why the good book says, God bless the child who has his own. God bless the child who has his own vision. If you have your own vision, you're going to be able to see realities as possible for you that other people can't. While other people are struggling to see things and develop their vision and see that it's possible, you can. You already see it as possible. It's already made up in your mind. But with this, it takes focus. And we're going to talk about that in another video. Once you realize that you're worthy and deserving of something and you're not going to settle for less, you have to stay focused on your goals. Because they're going to be, once you defeat the idea, and once you defeat people and their idea of you and them wanting you to settle for less, now they're going to try to, some people may make it difficult for you to go after this dream. So there comes that too. But you'll overcome that too. You'll overcome everything that has to do with your goal, because when it comes to reaching a goal, these are just things that you have to go through. There are going to be things that place themselves in the way, things that could potentially stop you, things that may look like they're going to stop you, but it's not. It's something that you have to get over. It's something you have to get around. It's not a situation for you to get under. It's not a situation for you to stay under. It's not a situation to put you under. It's a part of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a part of your, it's a part of the rite of passage of becoming successful. There's certain things that come with the territory when you want to become successful. Not taking what's given. There's going to be people who look at you like you're crazy. They may want to help you. They may offer you an opportunity. They may have something they want to give you. Here, take this. I've got this for you. But but what you got is better than what they want to give you, because what you got is faith. And when you have faith, sometimes that's better than what someone wants to give you, because you see something that you want to happen as possible. You see something that you want to happen as possible for yourself. They may want you to settle for the safe route, the safe option. They may want you to play it safe. Here, hey, do this. This will work for you. But you may turn that down. Now this person is looking at you ungrateful. How dare you? I broke my back to get this for you. You're crazy. You should take this opportunity. You're wasting your time living in a fantasy world, thinking you're going to make that work for you. You haven't even completed it yet. You haven't even done anything with it yet. You've just been talking. It's a pipe dream. You're never going to make it with that or become successful with that. You can't agree with that. You can't believe that person. You might even have to leave that person. And you might not be able to talk to them until you make it. Some people are so negative, they have to be cut off, because if you keep hearing what they say, it's gonna turn your faith into fudge. It's gonna turn your faith into fudge. You don't want anybody to turn your faith into fudge. You worked on shaping it. You worked on molding it. To get you up out the miry clay. You didn't want to be in the miry clay. You took that clay and shaped it and molded it into a new perspective. Changed your perception. You said, I can have this. Everybody else is doing what they have to do. You said, I'm going to do what I want to do. Things may have looked a little different for you, but you stayed focused. You stayed consistent. You stayed on the route, on the journey. Even enjoyed the journey a little bit. And that's another thing too. Enjoy your journey. Someone told me that when I didn't understand and I didn't know how it was possible, because I didn't have what I wanted. And I was anxious and hungry But now I get it. Why? Because I know I already have what I want. And there's patience that comes with newfound perspectives of faith. And your faith is your perspective. You have to strengthen your perspective. You have to strengthen your view, how you view yourself, how you view life going for you, working for you, moving for you, happening for you. Some people look at life as something that just happens for other people, and it doesn't happen good for them. Oh, good things are only happening for others. No. Cancel that. If you really feel that way, keep it real with yourself. Say how you feel negatively, and then cross it out, and then say good things are supposed to happen to me. If you feel that good things can only happen to him, her, and everybody else, say that. Write it down. I feel that good things cannot happen to me, but everyone else except for me. And then you cross that out with a big old X. And then underneath that, write good things are supposed to happen to me. And circle that and put a check next to it. I want you to do that this week as an exercise, as a mental practice. Whatever you feel is too good for you, or whatever you feel you're undeserving of, or whenever you feel yourself with the attitude that's pushing you to settle for less because you think something is too good for you, or you don't think you're good enough for it. I want you to write down how you truly feel about it. I think this is too good for me, and I'll never get this. I don't think I'm good enough to have this. Even if God cracked the sky open and handed it to me on a silver platter, I'd be the person who hath but have not, and it'd be taken away. If that's how you feel, say that, and then cross it the hell out. Rebuke it. And say, you know what? I always get what I want. I'm worthy and deserving of what I want. I will never, 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 ever settle for less. I know I was made for better. I know I was made for greater. I know I deserve more. When you're hungry and your mind knows what it wants, you're going to get it. Are you my very son Esau? Yes. And Jacob got blessed. And if you say yes to your goals, and you say yes to more, you say yes to bigger dreams and getting what you want, you'll get blessed too. Go after what you want fearlessly. Not being afraid. Not taking negative advice. Not listening to people who are only telling you basically in more words, in more ways than one, telling you, hey, don't go after this because it's gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Some people only like you and want to be your friend if you'll be miserable with them. You not going after your dream, that makes them feel comfortable. It makes you miserable. Some people are only your friend because your misery makes them feel comfortable. And when people are comfortable with you, they're in company with you. And misery loves company. So don't make miserable people comfortable. Intimidate them. Shock the heck out of them. Piss them off. Make them upset. Make them hate you. Make them not like you. Make them have a problem with you. Make them be bothered by who you choose to be. Make them not like your positive attitude that you keep to yourself. So, thank you for watching this video. Pound the like button. Pound the share button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't settle for less. The links are in the description. If you'd like to send a humble donation to my channel, I would like to humbly accept it. There's my PayPal and my Cash App. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for supporting my channel. If you like my videos and if my content helps you, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.